is a demonstration of building a quiz app using Google's AI Studio. I've logged into AI Studio, okay, with my Google account, and currently I have a free API key that I'm using. For example, if I were to go into build and I don't have any apps, but if I go back to my dashboard and I look at my API key, it's still free in the free tier, so I'm not going to be able to use much credits. But let me just go into my build option and I'm going to describe my app here. I'm going to take this one. What I'm asking it is to build a multiple choice quiz about large language models with 10 questions. Each question must have only one correct answer. The learner must specify his choice answer. If the answer is correct, respond with good. If the answer is incorrect, respond with incorrect. Score 1 mark for each correct answer. At the end of the quiz, provide the learner with this total score and then give him an option to view all the correct answers. So, and this is using Gemini 3 Flash Preview because I'm still using my free credits only. So let me just build the quiz here. So now it starts describing what I've asked for, and here it's telling me how it's going to build the quiz. While it's building the quiz, I can look at something else, just these tips about other apps or other uses I can do with AI Studio. But let me not worry about that. Let's just follow this. So we can see here it's working on building the quiz. It's created a metadata JSON file, and then let's watch how long it takes to build the quiz. So it's run for 34 seconds. Later on we have an option to view the code as well. Come back here. So it's still building the quiz now. You can see it's in the constructing the quiz. Now it got some source file for the application. So it doesn't take very long to build the simple quiz with just 10 questions, and there it is done that already. It tells me it is created a 10 question multiple choice quiz, and these are the features. Remember, I had asked for a quiz about large language models, so it covers different topics on large language models, provides feedback good or incorrect as I had asked here, and then does a scoring, gives me a final result, allows the user to view all the correct answers, and it has actually built a user interface. So here is a quiz in preview mode, and here it is in the code. So let me just go to preview and start running the quiz. So the first question is, what is a large language model? So what is a large LLM? Say like this, and I submit my answer as a user. I get the response good because that is what I asked it to do. If the answer is correct, respond with good. Go on to the next question. So let's just say I give the wrong answer here. Which architecture is the foundation of most modern LLMs? I know the correct answer is transform, but let me just say RNN, and then it says incorrect because that's the wrong answer. Later I will have the option to view all the correct answers. So what is the process of adjusting a pre-trained model on a smaller specific data set called? Fine-tuning, which is correct. Go on to the fourth question. What is hallucination? Let's assume that I give the wrong answer here again. Okay, that tells me it's incorrect. Then you go on to which company developed GPT, so we know it is OpenAI. Go on to the sixth question. What is the context window? The maximum number of tokens that the model can process at once. Okay, so that is correct. What is zero shot learning? A model that performing a task without any specific examples. That is right. Go on to the next question. What is the primary purpose of RLHF? Let's just say you put in the wrong answer. So I'm told that my answer is incorrect, and I can see also the correct answer here. In the context of LLMs, what is a token? So it's a unit of text. Good. Which of these is a well-known open source LLM developed by Meta? So let's use Llama. I submit my answer, and then I have the option. This finish quiz button is automatic. I did not ask for a finish quiz button, but it gives me that. Okay, I scored 7 out of 10. Do I want to review my answers? I say yes, and it gives me the answers. If I give a correct answer, it gives me the correct. If I give a wrong answer, it tells me which was my wrong answer and which was my correct answer. So for all 10 questions. And how long did it take? It just took a minute to build this quiz, and it tells me what it did, how it built the quiz, what are the features of the quiz, and I have the user has option to restart the quiz as well. I can then go on to this box to make more changes to the quiz, make some more changes, add new features, and then improve the quiz or put in more uh, features, put in more questions, fine tune the quiz itself. But this is a very straightforward, very quickly using Gemini 3 Flash. In 1 minute it built a quiz, and I can see all the code here as well. So aistudio.google.com allows me to build a quiz, and if I go back to my home page here, if I go to my apps, okay, this is my LLM master quiz which I have created. So it's very easy, and I am using a free API right now. So this is my free quiz. I have not set up billing yet, so I'm still in the free tier. I could look at the usage. I have done some API requests recently, so there were very few API requests recently. Do I have a rate limit set? I can look at rate limits, projects. This is my default project. I could actually build more projects, and for each project I could have different keys, so I could build apps, different apps in different projects. I have not done any spending. I started this whole thing towards the end of Jan, and I've actually built and destroyed 3 apps before today's app. But it's very straightforward. Building this simple 10 question quiz just took me about a minute to build. So, and of course I can go into the playground in Google Studio, and then I can start playing around with a chatbot, for example with Gemini is a chatbot. But the what I wanted to show was not the chatbot, but how do you build uh, an app. So this is the app, and there is an FAQ page about building in the AI Studio. So it's very nifty, very quick. And if I were to go back, for example, I go to build, and there's a gallery of pre-built apps which I can look at to see how many different types of apps there are available. Video apps, text, all sorts of apps are available. Very good.